This is Nurse Brandon. I'm also a game developer. And today I'm going to let you know about my game just a little bit and then the rest about why people don't have, or nurses don't have retirement. First, I'm going to tell you my website will be up in a few days. I'm very excited about that. I'm going to let you know that it's a dominoes game. When the website comes up, the 30,000 people who go in that pre-order this domino game, which is going to be on iOS and it's going to be on Android, it's going to be lifetime. That means that you'll never have to pay again. There are going to be subscriptions monthly, and that's only for people after my 30,000 people who go in. I'll tell you a little bit more about it later. But right now, I want to tell you about why nurses don't have retirement. Nursing is a hard job. A lot of people always think nursing is going to be good, nursing is going to be easy, you're going to be real fast at what you do, you're going to have all these superhero skills. Calm down. Nursing is not like that, not like that at all. Nursing is extremely hard. It has enormous politics in it about what you can do, what you can't do. It'd be half of the stuff that we know that it'd be 10 times faster if you do it this way and safe, and then the policy will say something totally different. But that's pretty much how everything is. But I want to let you know why nurses pretty much don't have retirements. And it's sad to say, but we don't stick to one job very long. And if we do, it's probably because we're moving up in that job. But most of the time, we don't stick to that job. We contemplate every now and then, why are we here? And sometimes we don't like the people that we work with. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. You can even love the people that you work with. You just don't like the job itself because there's a whole bunch of things that you just don't like about it. I mean, from policies to trying to do stuff with patients. Patients on a whole nother level. You know, they get away almost with murder. And sometimes with murder, depends on if you're on the mental side or not. So the reason why that nurses don't really have retirement is because we're everywhere. We go not particularly what the money is, but with less stress. And hospitals has a ton of stress. I don't know one hospital that don't have stress. But if you go to another area like peds, home health, you might go, peds got stress too, believe me. But home health is a little bit easier, visitation, stuff like that. We love to have those type of jobs that give us the freedom, but it don't give you the money. So you have to sacrifice one without the other. It's not too many nurses can tell you that I was on this job for 10, 20, 30 years and I'm retiring from this same job, because that job is mentally putting you down, because you have to know all these situations that might happen. When you go into nursing, the textbook of nursing, I'm not going to say it's wrong, but the textbook of nursing is not how real life is. You can have a person who's diabetic, who's got 45 glucose, will look like that they just fine when you like, this is an emergency, we need to bring it back up. And then you have somebody who glucose 800-900 and have a little blurry, and then they just fine, and you were like, we need to get this down before you have serious complications. So we move everywhere. We move all over the place. There's not one place that we really like, because nursing to a certain point get burnt out real fast. It's a big burnout in nursing. If nursing went from 12 to 8, I think it would be less burnout, but we also need upper management support and help, and a lot of understanding, because there's a lot of stuff that you have to know on the fly, a lot of critical thinking that you have to know, because these people up and go. I work in a dialysis at the moment, and working in dialysis, I can be giving people their fluid back and they'll just drop on you. They can have one 150 over 60, that's kind of normal, crazy, right? And then they'll drop all the way down to 70s, 78 over 70, and they would just pass out. It is crazy how different things is. I wish I could tell you that nursing get easier as you go along and more skills you go, but it get more complicated. And the reason why it get more complicated because people always think that you should already know these things. They don't understand that different specialties have different criteria. And in nursing, when you learn one skill and then you go to another specialty, that same skill 9 out of 10 won't apply. So let me give you an example. If I work in an ER, the ER is not going to apply for ICU. You can't have a fast-paced scenario in ER. ER, you go real fast. You're trying to get whatever needs to be done at that moment, and they look at that specific thing. You can have high blood pressure, and they'll have a heart attack. They don't care about your high blood pressure. They literally just care about your heart attack. Then you go upstairs to whatever you're going to go. Most of the time, it'll be in the med-surg area. And then they'll control your heart attack after it got your MI, after it got done, and your high blood pressure. But people in the ER don't care about the high blood pressure. And I'm just telling you that they look for the critical part. 9 out of 10, the reason why you came, not your overall health problems. So I'm going to tell you now, to be honest with you, if you're looking for a career that's just going to keep you in one spot, nursing is not it, because you more than likely is going to quit nursing. Nursing is not going to be your I'm going to do this for 30 years scenario. The people who do it a lot of times wish they either did something else or they wish that they had a backup plan, because nursing is not for everybody. Nursing is a good start, but you can't think of the money. If you're going into nursing for the money, you're going to be super down, sad, depressed every day. I'm not going to lie to you, every day. Because you can have good money, you can hate being in that one particular area. Don't go in for the money. You think that you're going to have your life situation happen, but then when you start getting bullied, and the bully don't comes from what you think it would come from, it more likely will probably come from patients. Patients tell you what to do, what they're going to do, what they're not going to do. Remember, they got rights, and their rights, you can't make them do anything. You can advise them, but you can't make them do anything that they don't want to do. Basically, you can give them an AMA, and they just walk out the hospital. Or whatever place they're at. All places got AMA for treatments. If you leave the treatment, they sign the AMA. That pretty much means against medical advice. Then they can do whatever they want to do. Then they come and die. You're like, I was trying my best to help that person. And you have other situations that just pop up and things you need to know in every specialty. And every specialty is so different, so unique to what it is. I personally like nursing, but nursing is not going to be my life end goal. I'm just going to tell you the truth. Now, would I give up nursing at some point in time in my life? If I have to work once a year to keep my license, I'm going to keep it, because I do like nursing. I like the knowledge of nursing. I like when people tell you that, oh, you're a nurse, oh, that is wonderful, and they give you congratulations. And nursing is so hard, so you should pat yourself on the back. If you're a nurse, you're a nursing student, any of that, congratulations, because it's hard. That NCLEX is a beast, and we overcame it. And the people that haven't overcame it yet, you will. Don't give up, because that first time, second time, third time, it will happen. And just because it happened doesn't mean it's not meant for you, because it is. Do not give up because of the circumstances of a test. Now, when it comes to you working, you just quitting it because it's so hard. That's about 80% of nursing. Nursing is not something that everybody is going to enjoy. The average nurse stays in for 3 years. I know that's kind of crazy. The first nurse, actual nurse, believe it or not, was 3 years. That the first person that was a nurse was actually being a nurse for 3 years. Couldn't believe it. Even at that time, like it was in the 1800s or late 1900s. Early 1900s, I'm sorry, that they say that this nurse quit after 3 years, which is crazy. You know, it just lets you know it is a very difficult job. So put money up, start doing what you like to do, and move on. You know, if nursing after the first year is not for you, you want to do other stuff, I ain't going to tell you just to up and quit nursing. I'm telling you to save your money, move on to either being in higher positions, because bedside is a beast and nobody wants to be there. 99.9% of us, yes, you don't want to be on bedside, but you're doing it because you need your money, or what y'all call it today, your coins. So go ahead, like, subscribe, come back to me. I'm going to tell you the real deal about nursing, how I experienced as a new grad, how I'm experiencing now, and just keep watching. And until then, don't be dumb-tarded.